In this session, we're going to discuss how we set up inventory transfers in a multi-location enterprise. So from your enterprise database, step one in here is go to Enterprise Setup, go to your inventory, and enter your inventory list. So in this case here, what we're going to do is we are going to use tires and wheels as an example. Select it, hit search, and as you'll see, I have my listing of inventory at the enterprise. Okay. Once your inventory is here, the next step is to go to the very top of your setup area here, to locations, and tell the system which locations are going to have access to the inventory. So in this system, I have a 3-location enterprise, and we'll use this one as an example. Open this up, and you'll see that the box is checked for inventory. So anytime you check this box for inventory at a location here, that's sending a copy of the inventory to the location. We also have a second box down here. This location can look up data from other locations. So this is going to allow you to look across the enterprise. So those are your 2 steps that you're going to do. Once they're completed, you're ready to go to the locations and finish setting them up. So let's minimize this and let's go over to location number 2. At location number 2, what I have is in the setup, if I pull up my inventory, we should be able to find that listing of tires. So if I go search the tires and wheels, you'll see that my list is here. Now, how do I know it's coming from inventory? You'll notice that the background is always in gray. So if you see a gray background, you know it is from enterprise. I'm going to do a quick sort on manufacturer here. And you'll see that in this particular location, I actually have 4 parts that are not from the enterprise. So these were manually added at the location, which in turn means I will not be able to transfer them. I cannot search across and see what another location has for this particular part because it's exclusively for my location. So if you're ever searching for inventory and you don't find it, make sure it's in the enterprise. Once you have that done, the next step is to set up messaging. So we have Instant Messenger built within your system. As a matter of fact, if I go to my home image, you'll see the messaging icon here. Okay. So here what we're going to do is we're going to go to Message Groups, and I just simply hit Add, and I created a group called Service Message Group. So let's double click and open that up. That's my title. And back here underneath the group members, you just simply select who do you want to be notified. And you can have multiple groups and different variations of who are in those groups. Back down to inventory setup, just below attributes, you're going to see 2 more, networks and settings. Networks, this is what we call our transfer group. Now this has to be turned on by the programmers. Once it's turned on, then you'll have your transfer group available here. Now here you can add and actually have multiple groups, but I just simply call this transfer group. So in here is where you're going to tell the system which location or locations within your enterprise that you want to be able to transfer from. You can simply click a line or a location, go to action and remove it. If you pick up another location, you can go here and hit add in search form and then add that other location. So you can add and remove here. Underneath settings, here I'm telling the system which message group to notify whenever I get a transfer request across the system. And by doing this, what this is going to do is just going to make it that much easier for your service advisors to be able to know that there's a transfer request and be able to initiate and actually finish it out. Lastly, under purchases, you're going to see a section called inventory transfers. You're going to have your outgoing requests and your incoming requests here. So everything's going to actually be processed here. And that is the setup of inventory transfers.